Hello guys, welcome in this video. I'm no Jake. I stream on Twitch almost every day, Baldur's Gate 3 actually, and I'm making a lot of guides. I'm spending a lot of time into this game, trying to discover every secret and every crazy things about it. I spent, I think, almost 150 hours on just Act 1. Sometimes I entered Act 2 just to see what happens if I do certain things, if I do certain experiments in Act 1 to see how things develop. You found a lot of guides and curiosity videos about experiments I did in Act 1 on my YouTube channel. And now let's go with this guide. Before starting, I just ask you a like and subscribe if you want to help me grow. So we are here. I show you that I'm almost level 8. I can get level 8 if I want, but just grabbing a little more experience. We will talk about this later. But let's start with what happens at the start of the game. For first, don't be scared of choosing any class you want at the start, even if you're on tactician. Okay, it doesn't matter. During the tutorial, all you have to do is trying to make the big enemy boss die. You will have a fight where there is a mind flayer that helps you. Just try to keep the mind flayer alive and use bombs to deal the finishing blow both to the mind flayer and to your enemy. And try to grab the weapon that the enemy has. It's a very strong weapon that you will be able to use during the entire Act 1. It will be probably the stronger weapon during the entire Act 1. So try to grab that weapon. After you do that, obviously try also to save everyone if you can. And arrive at the end of the tutorial with everyone alive, possibly. So you start your game here after the tutorial. You have that weapon. You manage to save everyone, Lae'zel and Shadowheart. You're here. And what you need to do, essentially, this works at least until patch 4, is learn to knock out enemies. You press passive, you toggle on this thing, and now, when you do a finishing blow with a melee attack, instead of killing the enemies will be, or the entities you attack will be knocked out temporarily with 1 HP, or just knocked out. What this does is that you get experience, the enemy is KO, it can do anything, and there is a trick that lets you save and reload. Then you toggle off the knockout, you deal the finishing blow to the enemy, and not only will spawn more items, because knocking out an enemy is different from killing him. Because when you kill the enemy, you get all of the items he had, except for the traders. You can get all of the items from a trader by killing him. But so you knock out an enemy, you get the items, save, reload, you did the finishing blow, and you get the experience once again. So you get almost like double the items the first time when you knock them out, the second time when you kill them, and you get experience twice. Sometimes, this is even more interesting, there are enemies that you can knock out the first time while they are friendly or almost friendly. When they wake up after you rest, they become hostile. You knock them down again, of course you have to save and reload. Again you sleep, you save and reload, they are back up again, and this time you can kill them, and you can get experience 3 times from them. There are also some enemies, this is kinda rare, that can give you experience every time you knock them down. So if they are knocked out temporarily, okay, you can knock them down, sleep, they wake up, you knock them down again. Every time you have to save and reload, otherwise you won't get experience. But this is very rare. But almost every time you can get experience from knocking down enemies the first time, saving, reloading, and killing them. Why I'm telling this so much to you, because this is one of the most important thing. Again, this is working at least until patch 4 to get to level 8 in Act 1. If you do this with almost every enemy, or at least the enemies that give you the most experience, you'll be able to get level 8 or very close to level 8 in just Act 1. Every time you will meet enemies, you need to do this. Sometimes you're in trouble, so maybe like you just want to kill them, and if they die, it's fine. If you attack them, for example, from range with a bow, they die, or with a spell, they die. But if you can, just knock them down and then get as much experience as possible. If you're not interested in this, just kill them, of course. So we start from here. Every time we'll meet enemies, for example, the first enemies we met are around this place, okay? Every time we meet them, we can do this. We can knock them down, etc. So first thing to do, you meet Shadow here. Every time you talk, try to get as much approval as possible, of course. Around all of this area, this is like your starting area. All of these. Just explore as much as possible. Maybe if you want, you can try to prevent from having some fights. If you're not very used to fight yet, get as many companions as possible, then do the fights. To run away from fights, you either need to run away as far away as possible, or you need to run away from around 27 meters and then enter the camp. So explore almost everything, do fights, get your companions. Every time you move somewhere and a check appears, for example, check failed or survival check success. If you success the check, it's fine. For example, a pit will appear where you can dig with the shovel and get some treasure chests. Okay. If you fail, you want to reload, go there again until you win a check and you make the invisible item appear. So for the 100%, you want to try to grab as many good items as possible around the map. You want to knock out and kill enemies after you knock them out. You want to grab every item you find around, or at least the most valuable items and unique items, like unique piece of equipment, unique weapons, unique armors, unique accessories, okay? And when there are quests, usually what you want to do is talk your way out of the quest, like talk to people, prevent fights, then attack the enemies. So for example, someone want to fight you, you try to scare them, so you win the dialogue checks, you get the experience, you enter tour mode instantly like this, and then you attack the enemies so that you get the experience once again. You knock them down, then you kill them. This is what you want to do every time. Sometimes there are enemies that maybe will spawn again later, but usually if there are no way, at least in Act 1, you can get rid of them. So for example, there is a mind flayer here, you talk, then you deal the finishing blow and you get the max experience. There is a quest here, a lot of people, you talk to them, they try to run away, you enter turn-based mode, you kill them. Okay? Then you explore here a place, try to do everything you can in this thing. The quest here will unlock a character that will make you respec. For this is not so important to have the perfect build at the start of the game. Just do whatever you want. Do a lot of experiments. Learn for yourself how to become stronger. Just a little advice. Just keep Lazel as a fighter. Level up her until level 5. And she will carry you. The fighter is one of the easier and stronger class in the game. Just attack enemies, knock them down, get a lot of experience, and you will be fine. Another trick you can use around the start with Asterion. Asterion can unlock a lot of mobility. So you can use a sneak attack on the enemy. Try to knock down one of them. Then you can try to run away from the fight with Asterion. And then go again into the fight, knock down another enemy. Of course, this works only on some situation. This doesn't work, for example, here. when you are doing a quest, when you talked, and your your NPCs are trying to run away. At that point, you just need to kill them there. You just need to knock them down there. Otherwise, they will run away. They will miss the extra experience. So again, you get companions, you explore, you try to pass checks about invisible items. You do your first quest here. Here you find Lae'zel. This is something kind of important. There are some NPCs are threatening Lae'zel, but they are not bad NPCs. They are good NPCs. So try to be careful. You should not just do what you did here. If you knock down enemies here and then you kill them here, this is not exactly what you have to do every time. For example, these NPCs, maybe they could be important for an achievement that needs every good guy that is here. This is like the first city, Emerald Grove, to be alive at the end of Act 1. And sometimes if you knock out good NPCs, they could glitch. So keep this in mind. For example, in my playthrough, I knocked them out, and I don't know if this will count towards completion or not. Even if they are alive, since I knocked them out, it's possible that they are kinda glitched, to be fair. So better not to knock out good NPCs unless you are sure that nothing will happen. We'll talk about this later. So you save Lae'zel, trying not to fight with these guys, trying not to knocking them out. And after you grab Lae'zel first, then do this quest, because Lae'zel will help a lot. After you finish this part, you arrive here. Try to not come too close to Emerald Grove, or if you come, a cutscene will start. You will see another companion, Wyll. Do a fight here. Again, try to knock out enemies. After the fight ends, don't enter Emerald Grove yet. Go to the left instead. You can explore here, grab some treasures. And here, there will be a cutscene where there are some guys trying to help another guy. This is one of the first quests where if you come close, you move away and you rest, the quest will go ahead, will continue without you. This happens only a few times, but this is one of these examples. So either you do this quest now, or you try not to come too close to this quest. My kitten is moving in front of the camera. Not go past the bridge. Just explore these parts. And if you want, I think you can do this, because it's not even so hard. You just talk to these guys. They will move here. They want to fight this Owlbear. It's not so hard. If you pass the checks, they will help you during the fight. So just focus on the big Owlbear. After the fight, oh my god, my kitten fallen down behind my computer. So after this fight, leave alive the small, the kid Owlbear, the puppy Owlbear. There is a Selune shrine. You need to grab a poem behind the statue and then read the poem in front of the chest, and you will unlock the chest. Here you have just some things that you can explore. Around this place here, there is a boar that got beaten, bited by Astarion. So if you have Astarion here in your party, after you slept sometimes, he will have a particular dialogue with you about this thing. It's nothing important. Here you will meet some characters. You can talk with them, grab some items from them. And after you did these things here too, try not to progress ahead. So again, you do all of this part here. You get Lae'zel. You complete this quest. You move here. Maybe there is a cutscene. Don't enter Emerald Grove. If you want, you can complete this quest now. It's not so hard. explore these parts too. You will even find a dog, I think, around here that can become friendly. You need to have someone that can talk to animals. Maybe you can even pass some checks, even if you don't have the speak with animal perk. I don't really know, to be fair. And after you complete all of this entire part, this is the time to go here in this secret grove entrance. You'll have some statues here that shoot at you. You can turn them off. You can have a fight with a goblin that are threatening a guy. You save the guy. You knock out the goblins as always. You explore everything. There is a door you can really open, a stash, a slab. Don't remember the name. You can do that right now. But through this entrance, secret entrance, you will appear here. This is the Emerald Grove. You can enter from here. And this is the prison. Here there is a goblin. Let the goblin there. You can talk to him, but don't free the goblin yet. But this goblin needs to stay alive if you want to grab an item later. From here, you can explore a lot of things. There is a girl here that is poisoned. You can help her with a cleric spell that cures poison. That cures paralysis. Here, you have Auntie Ethel, an important character. Tell her about the tadpole, and later on she will move from here. So here, do all of the quests, all of the dialogues, grab all of the invisible items that will appear. If you have a Starion, you can cast fog with someone. Then you can speak with traders. You enter the fog, you crouch, and while someone is talking to the trader, a Starion from inside the fog can try to steal a bunch of items. Save when you do that. After you are finished, move a Starion away or enter the camp as fast as possible and teleport another way. This way you won't be they won't catch you and you will be able to grab a lot of items. This is the way you steal from NPCs, from traders, and grab a lot of very useful things. Here there is the boss, the entrance of the boss room of the tieflings in this area, and from here you can talk with him, agree to a bunch of things, and you can appear. Here there is a girl that will make a bet about surviving in all of this. It's a card that you can meet later on, so talk with her. You can grab a bunch of items here, and from here you can also appear this way. If you want, instead of doing this quest now, you can enter here, do a bunch of things here, and appear where the guys are. From this spot appear instead. It's the same thing. So after we talked with the boss in this spot, we talked to the NPC appear. We can keep doing quests and other things. One thing to keep in mind: around this place, there is a secret kids base. This kids looks kinda evil. There is a boss that is called Maul. To be friend with this boss Maul, you need to be good with the kids. For example, some kids will try to steal things from you while you talk to a merchant kid, and if you don't attack them, Maul will be fine with you. Or if you teach a lesson to the kid merchant, she will be fine with you. If you come here from this spot, you explore, you can save a kid from some harpies. But this maybe it's kinda harder right now. It's better to do this later. And again, more will be good. We will be fine with you. And she will give a quest to you to steal an idol that it's here. It's located here in this spot. So you can do all of these things. This is something crucial because you can mess up with the quests about these kids. They are not perfect. They are kind of buggy. So be good with the kids. Get approvals from dialogues. You always need to keep this in mind. During all these quests, except in this situation, usually you can, without no worry, you can rest whenever you want. You talk with your companions while you get approval. Maybe someone will try to befriend you. Someone will start romancing you. For example, Ethel is probably the first that will try to romance you. keep in mind that if you want to try to romance as many characters as possible, you can do that until Act 1, but it's important that you start Shadow Art first. If you start the romance with Lae'zel before Shadow Art, or if you start whatever romance you want with your other companions before Shadow Art, romance will be locked. At least this is how it worked for me until patch 4. So you should try to not start any romances with other characters until you start the romance with Shadow Art. After you do that, you have to talk to Shadow Art. I should try to meet you after you rest during the night. After that, you can do romances with all of the other characters. They will be fine. But keep in mind that in Act 2, you will have to choose who you want to romance. So try to stick with just one character. Otherwise, things will get a little messy. Or at least these are the information I have right now. So with all these quests here, not try to steal this thing here. We have some issues here. Essentially, Alcin, the boss of the Emerald Grove, the druid boss, not Zevlor. Zevlor is the boss of the tieflings. These are all good guys. And Alcin is the boss of the druids. Is missing. And Kagha, the second in command, is trying to seal Emerald Grove. And she wants to kick out the tieflings. And the tieflings will be in trouble because goblins are trying to attack and destroy everything and grab this place for themselves. So you need to adjust the situation here. Inside the Emerald Grove, in this spot, you can enter where Kagha is. And in his inner room, behind a wall, you can spot a chest, a secret chest with a letter. The letter will tell you that down here, there is something. So if you go up to this point and you grab another secret letter, you will discover the truth about Kagha. And this will help you stop these druids from doing a ritual that is trying to close Emerald Grove. This is important to make the tieflings safe, okay? You can uncover the truth about Kagha by going down there, but this is not something we need to do right now. We can do this much later. So most important things right now, quest about kids, but not complete the quest of Mole by stealing the idol now. After we did a lot of quests around here. We talked with everyone. We stole a bunch of items to be better prepared. We are done. We are ready. We can move on. So we come back here at this entrance. So again, we explored all of these parts already. If you want, you can go up here and grab Karlach. You don't very easily see this, but you can jump through the water in some rocks and arrive in this place and grab Karlach. This is important. This is another card very strong if you put her in your party, because like Lae'zel, she hurts very bad the enemies, so you want her. Instead of entering this place, maybe with Karlach you can try to explore up here first. You can decide. You can go here. Maybe if you do this with Karlach is better. And starting clearing this place from goblins. Don't enter frontally. There is another entrance here, or other entrances down here. The goblins can be friendly with you if you pass some checks, but then use stealth to slowly try to knock them out. So you knock out a lot of these goblins slowly. Don't try to fight with all of them all together. Maybe use a stallion to knock them out. Grab experience. Then down here you can find a place where there is a smite, a black smite place where you can do later on a weapon that has a silence as a bonus. Very good, but we can do this later. Here we can save a gnome. Don't enter here yet because there could be another fight, so it's better to do this later. So clear the goblins around here. There is an alchemist an alchemist shop, and under that there is a secret place where you can find like an evil cursed book. There is also from the blacksmith or from a well here, you can enter an underground path where there is a spider boss. You can kill the spider boss by making him fall when he moves above some webs. So you do a bunch of things. There are also some big ogres. I think they're ogres. You can hire them using some persuasion checks and get experience. And then later on, you can call them into fight. For example, this is something I still didn't do. You can call them into a fight, make them help you, and then kill them too to grab even more experience, of course. Where are? Okay. So after you clear, maybe you can do the spider boss later. You can go up here. There is an event into this place, and here you find Raphael. This is another important thing. When I play the game, I don't know if this still works in patch 4. This guy will appear, will talk to you, and if all of your characters are close to him, he will lock you into a dialogue. But there is a secret. If you let someone away, you can change your character during the dialogue, and you can attack him from far away. He will be glitched, and then you will be able to start attacking him, and defeat him. You can kill him, but you can knock him out. Like, he can drop to 0 HP, but he doesn't die. But you can knock him out when he's at when he goes under 2 HP to 1 HP. If you're able to knock him out, you can loot from him, and you get 1,400 experience points. This won't glitch anything because he will reappear later when you enter Act 2, and you can talk to him later. So if you want, you can try this glitch to grab 1,400 experience. So here, Raphael. You can also explore around here, all of this place, but do not go here. Do not start Ethel quest yet. There will be Auntie Ethel that you found here in Emerald Grove, around this spot. Don't go close, she's talking to some guys. Don't start this quest yet, okay? Avoid her. So explore all of here, do everything, grab experience. When you're ready, try to fight the spider boss. And now, before going into the goblin camp, there are a pair of decisions you can take. Try to maybe do this quest now, because here there will be a bunch of goblins. They are a lot, okay? Again, you can use dialogue to get experience. They will run away. You instantly enter turn-based mode. You attack their boss. You try to finish their boss. And after you do that, you knock out. They will surrender. And after that, you can knock out all of the others pacefully and grab even more experience. Then again, you save, you reload, you kill them, and you grab a lot of experience. But if you're not able to knock out the boss very fast, he has a bunch of very strong attacks, so he can kill all of your teammates, so be careful. After you do that, you will save a guy here, and you will find him later. So do this now, if possible. And after this, you can decide either you start entering the goblin camp, but again, after you did this. In the goblin camp, you can talk with a bunch of guards. You can again pass some dialogue checks, and after you do that, you can fight them and knock them out to grab even more experience. You can do this here. There are other goblins around here. Here, there is the main goblin camp. There is a card that it's called Volo. If you talk to him in Emerald Grove, now he will move here. You can make him move from here inside the temple, the other place you need to enter later into the goblin camp. After you make Volo move, You can do a lot of quests here with these goblins, and then again, like we did with other enemies, we can try to knock them out to grab some experience. But some of these goblins won't give you experience when you kill them. So do all of the quests, move all away, do all of the quests. Then there is a thing with wine in it, with beer in it. You can interact, you can place poison in it, and after you will enter here, and you will get some experience because the goblins died because of the poison. If you exit and some of the goblins are awake after you knock at them, so you don't get experience if you kill the goblins yourself, but if you use the poison, you will get experience. Okay, this is how it works. After you do all of this, again, if you want, you can enter. You can enter here after you explored everything. You knock down everyone. You grab the experience from the goblins that give you experience if you kill them. You can enter. There will be even more guards. Talk to the guards inside of here. And after you talk to the guards, again, if you want, you can knock them out and kill them. Or you can knock them out and kill them later. The same works for the goblins here. If you don't feel like fighting them now, grab some experience first. And here, there is a guy that looks like he has to die. But you enter this place, there is another map here. You enter, you talk with these goblins, you pass the checks, you go ahead, don't talk to anyone, nothing will change inside there, just go ahead until you find this guy. You will see that some goblins will throw this guy and kill him, but if you reach him and if you make him invisible, you can save it. So you just have to reach him, make him invisible with a spell or with a potion, throwing a potion to him or using the spell on him, and that's it. You will save the guy and you get 50 experience. This is a little secret. Nothing will change, but a little secret. You can save that guy you will find here. So when you enter save, try to find that guy. After you did that, you can move away from here. It doesn't matter. You can do other things, okay? And you can come back inside the last part of the goblin camp later. So you enter, you save that guy if you want to save him. Then you can exit. You can start doing quests here. There is Volo. You can save Volo very easily by chatting. You can do a bunch of other quests here. The most important thing that you don't have to do, there is a female drow called Mintara. You can talk to Mintara, but Mintara doesn't have to know where Emerald Grove is. She's the boss of Emerald Grove. If Mintara knows the position of Emerald Grove, and if you agree to attack Emerald Grove, things will get messy too soon, and we'll have to complete the quest now. So do whatever you want, but don't talk to Mintara yet. Okay, this is the most important thing. So after we did some things here, we explored all of this part, except going down here. Now, what I advise you to do is starting to go up here instead to grab even more experience. Let's start from the right. You will do a quest for Karlach in this place. Take care of some enemies here. Again, if you want, try to do some dialogues. And later, this guy, you have to fight this guy, so don't worry too much. Here there will be some gnolls. Fight the gnolls. Again, try to knock them down. Try to get as many experience as possible. And here, another important quest. So there are some guys that are trying to defend a chest. If you want, you can try to save them. It's not really important. If you save them, there is a very hard fight. But if you eliminate the enemies, and if you save these guys, they are defending a chest. You can even try to steal the chest from them while they are distracted. But you don't really need to do this, okay? I did, but if you want, either steal the chest or not, but don't open the chest yet, okay? So do everything, try to save these guys. Later you reach this place. This place will be on fire. Try to save 2 people that are here. One is here on the left. There is a girl that is dead. You can do anything, nothing about her. Save the guy that is his husband. And another girl that is here. Then talk to the guys outside. Get some experience. They will move away. And you can do a quest about the guy that you saved. And after you do all of the quests here, you grab the items, etc, etc. You can move in this place. And here, you can find the guys you saved here in this place. You can find them down here. Okay? This is their secret base. In this spot, from this spot, you can reach the Underdark. So, if you steal the chest from them, the guys that were here will be dead now. Here you will find their bosses. You can do quests. You can save a guy that is held, is enslaved by another of these evil thieves. Okay, so do quests, talk with their boss. If you have the chest, you can give the chest to them, and after you do that, you can fight them, knock them out, grab the chest for yourself. If you want, or you can just let the quest go. In the chest there is just a monster that you can summon. It's nothing important, it just gives you, maybe it doesn't even give you experience, so you can just give them the chest. But after, if you want to knock them out and kill them, do that, grab the chest for yourself later. But first complete all of the quests in the spot. After you deal with the guys, there is a secret entrance on an invisible wall and a bunch of other items you can get. And through that invisible wall, you can enter the Underdark. Last thing about the map up here. If you move too close to this spot, Githyangi's will appear. I think it's better not to make... A cutscene will start, so try not to move too close right now, okay? Because if you want to get the best from this encounter, you want to be stronger. So let's avoid going too close to this spot yet. So again, I want to show you one last time. We did all of this part down here. We grab Lae'zel, we do this quest. We don't enter Emerald Grove yet. We do things around here. You can grab Karlach here. You can explore around this part. Before entering here, enter the Emerald Grove to grab more experience, do the quests, try to befriend with the kids. Leave alive Sazza, but don't free her yet. After you did all of this, you can do quests here. If you want, you can enter the Goblin Camp to grab some very easy experience. Later move on top of here, you do quest here, quest here, quest here. Avoid Git, enter this place, complete the quests about these guys. And after you did all of this, we explored almost everything except this part and some parts around the Goblin Camp. And except the parts here on the swamp. We can move away, you can rest, we can do whatever we want. The Emerald Grove is safe for now. The ritual won't complete unless we enter the Act 2, for example, going here. So this is the most important thing. Never move away from the maps of the start, but you can enter the Underdark. From the Zentarin secret base and from the invisible wall, you will be able to enter from up here. There will be some enemies around. You can fight them safely and slowly. There will be a strong boss here and a secret sword you can get. So explore well. Here there will be some statues that attack you, but if you move slowly, you can enter, and or you can enter from this part here on the side. You destroy a stone on top of a statue of Selune, and the statues will stop attacking you. And if you reach the point, here, the waypoint, with just one character, the others can teleport here. Another way is to be small, become in gaseous form with a spell, or be very small. You can enter from here, for example with Shadow Art, transforming into a gnome, and you can enter straight here, and your teammates can enter. So grab items, fight monsters, do things. Don't go here because there is a very strong boss fight, so avoid this place. You arrive in this spot. There are a bunch of explosive things here. Just attack them so that they explode, and later you can enter the Myconid colony. There will be a bunch of walking mushrooms. You could think that they are bad guys, but don't attack them. These are friendly guys. Okay, this is a city of Mycoids. Chat with them. You can enter a place where you grab some items. Here on the right there is a very important character. Talk with him. He will give you a quest, and you will unlock a power after you do this quest by grabbing some items around. So be friend with these guys, talk with their boss, and accept his quest. You will do a quest for some merchants from Baldur's Gate 2. You have to go here, save a guy here from an exploding thing, and grab an item. There is a kind of mushroom that is located here. If you make it explode everything, you won't be able to grab the mushroom. Either you try to get there by jumping and then run away very fast, or you can try to enter turn-based mode so that the mushrooms won't explode. Grab the item, and after you grab the item, even if the mushrooms explode, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you need to grab this item. It's a very, very important item. After you grab this, you can give it to the guy that you saved, or his wife. You can decide what to do. I didn't give. I gave the item to the wife, but then I stole the item from the wife. And you can give the item to Shadow Art to unlock some memories of Shadow Art. Okay, you decide how to do that. So after we did these things, we explored around this part. Start moving around here. There will be some fights here. Do the fights as always, knock down enemies, then kill them, try to grab every items. And when you finish to explore everything, the last part you want to go is here. You will find a guy that's called Glut. If you bring Glut with you, you will be mad with the dwergars that are here, and he will attack. So not make Glut come here yet. Talk with the guys here as always. Talk first, explore, and when you're ready, you can bring Glut here, fight them, and grab your experience. Okay. If you have trouble, attack them from far away and try to fight them one by one without coming too close. So fight them from a safe spot. After you do all of this, keep exploring. Okay, keep exploring all of this. Here, there is a secret quest. You can enter down here a place. I have a quest about a video about that, so go check how to become a fisherman god. And here this is the Arcane Tower. Again, I have videos about the Arcane Tower. This is another part you have to explore. You have to go down there, unlock the tower using a Sussur Bloom that will make the tower work again. And then on top of the tower, you'll have a boss fight. I think you have to. It's better to fight these guys first. Glut will become stronger. You have to agree with Glut to attack the Mycoids, because Glut is another Mycoid that want to become the new boss of the Mycoids. You will become stronger. By becoming stronger, it will be easier to do this boss fight here. Then, when you did these two, you'll probably be ready to do the another fight here. Not here, sorry, here in this spot. Up here you can find a place that will teleport you into the swamp, but don't go there yet. Never actually enter from here. because this will trigger something into the swamp, an Ethel quest. So when you arrive here, there is one of the harder boss fight yet, or at least the harder boss fight if you want to get as many experience as possible. There will be guys, okay? This boss will unlock these guys that are petrified. If you want to get as many experience as possible, you have the best thing to do is to move in this place. Make someone go there. A cutscene will start. The boss fight will start. Make that someone run away here. This boss will slowly awake all of the petrified guys. The boss will follow you here, but the guys won't. So after you did all of this, you can knock out the boss. So you take care of the boss. Then you come here, and the guys are friendly. And you can have a chat with them. Okay? So you save, essentially you save these guys. And these guys will keep... you will help you going ahead in a quest about the Adamantine Forge. You don't really need them, but if you want the max experience, do things this way. So just kill the boss by luring him here after he saved all of the petrified guys. Go back there, talk to the guys, try to not start a fight with them, choosing the right dialogues. After you did that, you can fight them, knock them out, grab the items, and then if you want you can kill them. These guys won't appear later, so don't worry about that. Take care of them if you want. So after you did these two, now you're probably very, very strong at this point, finally. In Arcane Tower you can get a lot of useful things. Check my video about that for more in-depth informations. Now you cleared all of the Underdark, you get a lot of experience, you have to decide what to do. If side with Glut or kill Glut. Sometimes this quest can be a little glitchy. So go here, talk with the boss while Glut is close to you, and you can turn on Glut and just kill Glut. Otherwise, if you want to side with Glut, kill the boss. Never attack the other Mycoids, just attack the boss, kill the boss very fast, and the fight will stop. The other Mycoids will stop from attacking you, and you will receive a bunch of items. There is also a gnome here that asks you to save his friends. And here we move to the next part. So after we completed all of the Underdark, at this point, you should be strong enough to enter the swamp if you want. Or if you prefer, we can enter the next part of the game. The next part where we want to do things. From here, there are some bots. Use the bots and you move into the Grim Forge. Okay? I think that maybe it's better to enter the Grim Forge later. So let's head back. Okay, let's just enter the other map. After we completed everything in the Underdark, let's not enter the Grim Forge. Remember that guy I said in the Mycoid colony that was very important. After you explore all of the Underdark, you probably should have the items to make him help you unlock a new power. And so you will complete this quest too. Here, at this point, it's time to enter the swamp. If you didn't interact here with Ethel, as I said to you, this is an item I took already, but sometimes quest marks are glitched. For example, I have a quest mark here too. It's glitched. This can happen, unfortunately. The game is still not perfect. So you come here, and there are a lot of things you can do in this quest. What you need to do is interact here, eliminate a bunch of fake sheeps that will turn into enemies. Then arrive here and you can confront Ethel. And there are a lot of ways to do this quest, so watch my guide about that, because otherwise I will waste 10 minutes only talk about this quest. Okay? I can just give you the advice of or trying to side to Ethel at the start. You will fight some guys, try to knock them out if you want. I will give you more advices about the quest in my video. Check that video. So you do everything about this quest. You can take your decisions. And after you did this quest, if you want, or even before, you can go here. You have a fight here. And you can grab the secret of Kagha, a letter. After you get this letter, you can come back into Emerald Grove. You can confront Kagha. Try to side with Kagha. You'll have a fight where Kagha is not against you if you do the right dialogues. But again, if you want, you can fight Kagha too. And after you do all of this, the druids will stop trying to do the ritual that will close the Emerald Grove. So at this point, you can steal the druid item that is here at the start, the idol that Mol wanted. Okay, you cast fog, or yes, the best thing to do is cast fog, grab the item, and then instantly teleport away from here after you steal. If you do this before uncovering the truth about Kagha, as soon as you do this, the druid will start attack the tieflings and the civil war will start. But if you confront Kagha first and you stop the ritual, completely stop the ritual, then you can steal the idol. And if you run away and they don't find you stealing the idol, everything will be fine. And you can give the idol to the kids. Now, I made a mistake here. I gave the idol to the kids. Okay, I completed the quest. And then I stole the item back from the kids. This is a thing that you can do a lot of times. You can complete a quest by giving something to someone. And then you can steal that something from them. But if you do that, they will remember about that. I don't know if this will have bad consequences, because you can find these kids later. I stole the item because the item gave you a buff, but I think that after you sleep, the buff disappears. So stealing the item is actually not very useful. So just let the kids have the item. Or if you want to steal the items from them, try to steal them to see what happens later. I don't think this will have bad consequences. So now we really completed the quests here in Emerald Grove, or almost completely completed them. And we stole the idol too. Now there is the question about Sazza. If you did everything here in the Goblin Camp, if you knocked out everyone, you completed everything, there are some decisions you have to take now. There are 3 bosses. You can either knock out or kill these 3 bosses, and you will save Emerald Grove. Or you can say to Mintara the position of Emerald Grove. If you free Sazza, you can try to make Sazza escape. It's not so hard. You can tell to Sazza to not follow you too closely. You just move here to the Zevlor position. You enter and she will appear here. Then you exit and she will appear here. You make her follow you and she's out. After you do this, Sazza will appear in this other spot. Okay. If you talk to Mintara, she will kinda glitch, but her quest will kinda glitch. So it's better not to talk to Mintara yet. It's better to do whatever you want, and then when you're ready, and before talking to Mintara, you free Sazza. You met Sazza here, you talk to Sazza here. If you didn't talk to Goblin guys here, Sazza will help you enter the Goblin Camp. But by doing this, you won't get experience. So it's better to enter the Goblin Camp here again. Do all the quests. Save the guy with making him invisible. Don't talk to Mintara. Go free Sazza. Meet Sazza here. And after you meet Sazza here, she will move all the way to Mintara. At that point, when you will talk to Mintara, Sazza will be there. If you save Sazza, she will give you, you will complete her quest and she will give you an item. But then Mintara will be ready to attack Emerald Grove, essentially. You can tell her that you're not ready yet, and that will stop Mintara from going unready. Okay? You will meet Alcin. You can meet Alcin here too. You can free him, but he will attack goblins on site. So be careful. This is the reason why it's better to do every quest first. And when only Mintara and the other boss that is called Raslin are alive, are the only one left, you can free Alcin if you want. If you attack Raslin too, you can tell to Mintara the position of the grove anymore. So you need to leave at least one boss alive before talking to Mintara. I know this is very complicated to do everything right. Again, do every quest, just leave alive Mintara and another boss, Raslin. Okay? So, you free Alcin if you want. You talk to Mintara. You tell the position of the Emerald Grove. After you did that, you make sure that Mintara exits the place. At this point, you can't kill the bosses anymore before attacking the grove, before saying the position of the grove. So you're forced to go take the fight, the final epic fight at Emerald Grove. If you kill the two bosses, everything will be fine and you won't have a fight here. But you will get an item for saving Emerald Grove without having the fight. Otherwise, you do things in this other way. So you tell Mintara the position. Mintara will move. If you want, you can finish off the goblins now. Or you can come here. You can have the final fight. Again, trying to save everyone, trying to knock out Mintara and the others to grab more experience. When the fight is over, if you want, you can come back here and kill all the remaining goblins if you want. You can explore all of the other parts if you didn't already. Okay? And at the end of all of this, if you sleep around the Emerald Grove, the final party will start. So maybe it's better not to do that yet. Okay? Instead, after all of these fights, after all of these explorations, we can now deal with the Githyanki. Okay? There is a bunch of things you can do here. Again, for the best thing to do, you essentially have to try to just talk, and then you can try to fight them. You can also try to steal an item from one of the guys. These are some complicated things. I have a guide about this, so take a look at the guide about how to steal from boss and get the Githyanki sword for more infos about what to do there. So now we did everything. If you want, you can do these last things here and the Githyanki outpost after you enter the Grimforge. You can decide, okay? It's easier to do these things, actually. It's easier to do all of those things instead of doing the quests here in the Grimforge. I did this before. I went here from the Underdark again. You take a boat. The boat will make you appear here. During the boat ride, you can fight some guys, fight them, knock them out, grab the items, then kill them. Always the same story. Then come back into the Underdark. If you push them out of the boat, you can't knock them out, but you can grab their items by finding them in the beach of the Underdark. Then when you're ready, enter here. This is very important because after you enter the Grimforge, you have to do a quest now. You have to do a quest and a bunch of quests now, because if you don't, everything will move on. So when you enter here, you need to be ready. This is why I explained you that maybe you can take care of the goblins first, and later come back and complete the quests into the Grimforge. So you start from here, you can move around, and again around here, you can talk to a bunch of guys, do some dialogues, and then knock them out. They're all evil pieces of shit. Almost no one of them you won't see any of them later. So just knock them out and then kill them. Do their quest first, grab approval, grab experience, grab items, do all of these things. Here again you can create some poison, like in the goblin camp, that will take care of some guys here. Don't for never reason enter this place. So a bunch of quests. The most important quest to do is from this map is very hard to to comprehend, but essentially, yes, maybe here there are some guys. If you talk to them and if you pass some checks, later on a fight here, you will be able to side with them and make the fight easier. This is very, very important. Otherwise, in this spot, this is the thing you need to do before exiting this place. You will have to fight a lot of enemies. And if you want to grab the most experience as possible by knocking them out and then killing them, it will be very, very hard. Very hard if you don't side with these guys. So, side with these guys, agree to go against this near, okay? But before going here, try to explore everything. Do all of the quests around here. Here there are some animals, talk with the animals, side with the animals, knock out some enemies here, open a path, explore all of these places. Here we will find an important character. You can steal an items that this character really wants, but as you can see, this glitched my marker and glitched a bunch of my markers, and I still don't know if this also glitched my quest. So if you want, you can try to steal that item, or you can just kill this guy and grab the item from it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what will happen. I saved this guy, this character. I didn't kill this character, but I still got this item without killing him. But maybe the game just will treat like this character is dead, or I grabbed the item and I will see this character later. I don't know. If you want to keep them safe and you are scared to glitch quests, don't steal the items, or just kill the character and grab the items after you killed them. So you can explore a lot of things here. There will be a fight around here. You can go above ground from this place. You can move to the other side. You can't really see this, but you just explore. You will see things. You will have a fight here. It's not isn't anything too hard, this fight here. And after you explore all of this, another mark that is glitched here, you will find some curious chests. Kill the chest, grab even more items. And when you explored all of the parts up here, you did all of the quests with the Dwergars, and you knocked out all of the Dwergars except for this guy here, because this guy, like, there are two factions here essentially. The Absolutists, that are all of the other guys that you find around here, mostly, and then there are the guys that are not Absolutists. The Absolutists will move away after you complete the quest, but these other guys that are in the same side of this guy won't move away. So you can't knock out Absolutists, but let these guys alive. Then you come here. There is this near. If you want, side with them and fight him. If you want to side with him and kill these guys instead. And after you do all of this, you can kill the remaining guys. If you did the good things, you will save a bunch of gnomes. You need to use explosives to open a path and then fight this guy. And after you did all of this, you can try to move ahead in the Ancient Forge. Here, again, you can move. You can find some molds. The molds will help you, and the ore will help you forge some items. You have to kill an elemental first, a fire elemental. After that, you need to use the forge. You have to activate the forge. Try to create armors. They are probably better. And then you can kill. There is a very hard boss fight, but there is a secret to kill him. You can watch my video about how to defeat the Adamantine Grim Forge. And after you did these two, you almost completed everything. At this point, you will have some items, and in the Underdark, there is an item. It is called Sussurbark. This item is around here. If you grab this Sussurbark, you can go where the blacksmith was. So you can forge things in the. You can forge things into the Grim Forge, and you can forge a weapon here, under here in the blacksmith place, to grab a weapon with silence. And I think we are done. I think I'm not forgetting everything. While you do all of this, remember to talk with your characters. You remember to talk with them. Remember that you can try to romance them with mill wine. Remember that if you want to try to romance everyone at the start, romance Shadowheart first and then the other later. With Karlach, you can grab items that are called iron, evil iron, I don't remember. And you can come here to a guy called Dammon, and you can progress the Karlach quest. But progressing quests from your characters is not so hard. Just take a look here and you're fine. So after you do all of this, you can just progress into the story by sleeping around Emerald Grove. Every time if you want, you can talk. Now let's talk about the last thing. How to get level 8. To get level 8 in Act 1, I think it's very important to knock down Raphael here. And it's very important to knock out and then kill almost all of the enemies. And if you are not able to do that, there are some things you can do. You can knock out some friendly NPCs. I already said this to you. But sometimes they will glitch. Sometimes they will disappear. So what you have to do, for example, here, I knocked out these guys. Like, this is a very important character. You can fight him, you can knock out him. The most important thing is that you don't kill anyone. Okay? So if you knock out them, then you save. You don't even need to save. You knock down them. You knock out them. Yes, then you save. Then you sleep. You come back and you see if everything is fine. Okay? If everything is fine, if they're still there, if you talk to them, they probably are not glitched, okay? But for example, here I knocked down all of these guys, and after I knocked down them, some of them disappeared. Knocking down NPCs sometimes can even make funny things happen. For example, after I took every fight, after I killed every goblin, okay, I entered here. This is where the kids are hidden. I exited here. I went here, and so goblins spawned here randomly. That was a glitch. 4 goblins appeared here, and people were moving here without attacking the goblins, and the goblins were not attacking the people. So glitches can happen. Save, knock out NPCs, save again, go to sleep, come back to see if everything is fine. If everything is fine, you grabbed just free experience. But not only that, because sometimes important character, for example Kagha, have with them unique items. After you do all of that, after you completed the quest of Kagha and after she's fine, you can try to fight them, knock out everyone here, grab a bunch of experience, and from Kagha you can grab a very good item. This thing is broken because you just heal Lae'zel, and now Lae'zel deals extra damage with every attack she does. This is broken. This is very, very, very broken. And to grab this item, you have either kill Kagha or knock out her so that you grab her items. For example, there was a character here probably, and I don't see him anymore. He was not an important character. He was an NPC that will never appear anymore. He disappeared. So when you do this, sometimes some NPCs disappeared. Another time, this wolf disappeared. So things can glitch, but by doing this, you grab extra experience. If you do this correctly, you don't glitch any quests, and you grab very important items. For example, you can even knock out Alcin. A quest will appear saying that Alcin was defeated, but if you go ahead with the story, since he's still alive, Alcin will still appear later in the story. When you talk to people, you can say that Alcin is alive, you can say that Alcin is doing thing, even appears into some quest, into some cutscenes, but at the same time, you can say to people that he's dead. So things can get glitches. So, for example, I will never knock him out because I don't want to risk to glitch quests later on. So this is the way to get up to level 8. You can try to knock out some friendly NPCs, but you have to be careful, you have to save, sleep and see if everything is fine. I hope you enjoyed this amazing guide. I played in Act 1 for around 150 hours. I hope I didn't forget anything. I probably didn't. This is it. If you have questions about everything, just ask in the comments. Again, remember to please leave a like to help me grow. We'll enter Act 2 now, and when I will finish Act 2, I will do another big crazy guide like this. So I hope you enjoyed my work. If you want, you can follow me on Twitch to watch me playing live and discover all of these crazy secrets. And that's it. I'm very tired now. Me and my kittens say hello to you. Remember that he was about to make my monitor go down and turn off my computer by falling down behind my desk, my desk board, and I'm so tired. I can't talk anymore. Again, I'm not Jack. Again, thank you a lot. Leave a like, follow, subscribe, comment, and see you next time or on my Twitch or in my other videos. Have a nice day. Be good. Bye bye.